Things that my exes did and I still stayed, except it progressively gets worse.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So, in today's video, we'll be talking about the things which the ex did and people still stayed in their relationship. So, I put the videos together so that you watch and learn, and I'll be back to share my true sense.
Things that my exes did and I still stayed, except it progressively gets worse. Anytime I would fall asleep while texting him, I would get like 40 different text messages about how he was insecure and asking if I was out cheating, even though he definitely had my location. So every time I would literally have to apologize for sleeping. During the talking stage, this guy would jokingly talk about how I needed to delete all my Instagram posts. You know, the mental like, oh, I saw it, now you can delete it. It was that. Fast forward to when we locked in now. He had my password because I had nothing to hide, but then he proceeded to go and archive all of my Instagram posts. I wasn't even on Instagram like that, so I found out like a week later. He lied and claimed that he never did it. So this guy played basketball, as most of them did. I definitely have a type. After one of his games, he got these two girls' numbers. I saw him talking to them, so I obviously asked. He was like, oh, it's not like that. You didn't hear the conversation. And he told me that I would be seriously stupid if I thought that he would cheat on me. This guy asked me if I was okay with him going out with his girl best friend on Valentine's Day because she was going through a bad breakup and he needed to be there for her. So I obviously told him, like, no, I'm not comfortable with that. He ended up gaslighting me into thinking that I was a bad person for not letting him go. Not only did I end up apologizing, but I let him go. So this is the same guy that said I was stupid if I thought that he would cheat on me. I bought him an Olive Garden gift card for his birthday, and he used that gift card to take another girl on a date. He's the same guy that archived all of my Instagram posts, but whenever we would go on dates, he would do gross things as a joke. The main thing being pretending to fart whenever like a waiter came, which one day I just got tired and I asked him to stop because it was gross and it was not funny. Literally did not speak to me for 3 days because I told him to stop. This one guy would send me workout videos on YouTube. Those videos I'd be like, oh, how to grow your boobs in 10 minutes. Not only would he send them to me, but he would FaceTime me while I did them. And I know I let a lot slide, but this last one truly takes the cake. So we're back to basketball / Olive Garden guy. I'm at his house and I peep that there is a hickey on this man's neck. It wasn't for me, so obviously I go pressing him like, what's on your neck? He tells me that he burnt himself with a curling iron. For reference, this man has short type 4 hair. Anyway, that's it everyone. Deuces, deuces, and deuces.
The first day that I moved in, it started. The abuses started with explosive anger, throwing things, the threats. It caught me off guard because I didn't see that before. Right. I saw maybe little signs of anger before, but you don't think that I could really get that bad. Yeah. When it happened, I just figured it's just a one-time thing. It was a week before Thanksgiving. Okay. It just got to a point where he was getting too comfortable putting his hands on me, too comfortable disrespecting me verbally, disrespecting my mother. It was just really bad. Wow. It was a night where he was just drunk and he spit on my face and he pulled my hair and, he stayed on the couch and I was in the room. And I remember staying up all night looking for shelters in Fort Worth because I don't know anybody in Fort Worth for real. And the manager that knew both of us, he knew about what was going on, but he wanted to stay out of it. I felt like I couldn't even reach out to him. Not even my family back home knew what I was going through. Nobody knew. I just remember a thought running across my mind. How is it that I feel safe with the same person that I'm afraid of? And that's when I realized that I was in a cycle. I was like, this is abusive and I need to leave. I didn't know when, I didn't have a plan, I had nothing. The next morning, he had left to go get a haircut. He acted as if nothing happened, of course. He asked if I wanted to go with him and I said no. I stayed at the apartment and I packed a little bag and I just went straight for the airport. And I sat at the airport for like about 2-3 hours. And I got on the phone with my best friend, told her everything that happened, just looking for advice. What do I do?
Things my ex-boyfriend did and I still stayed. On my birthday, we got into a fight, so he threw my present into oncoming traffic. He made me sleep on FaceTime with him every single night because he thought I would just text boys all night. One time when we were hanging out, I caught him cheating and he ran upstairs, locked himself in his mom's room and was saying he was gonna off himself. I invited him camping one time with my family and he woke me up in the middle of the night and he was threatening to go wander around in the woods. And it was like 3 a.m. So I had to beg him all night to stay awake all night to make sure he didn't leave. He would go through like my text with my family. Like no one else, but always like my mom and my dad and my sister. One time we went mini golfing and I wasn't taking the game serious enough, and so he stormed off and left. And I still don't know where he went to this day. Whenever I would post like a selfie on my story, he would remake the same selfie and pose and post it on his story mocking me. Whenever we would get into a fight, he would turn his location on and go to his ex's house. This one girl had texted him and said, if you bring me a Diet Coke, I'll give you a kiss. So he did. And I'm pretty sure I was at his house. And then after, I found out about it the next day from all his friends, and he tried to gaslight me and tell me that we weren't exclusive. One time, we got into a fight in physics class, so he broke up with me during that class. He would mock my family members or make fun of them and like talk crap on them to me. I could make like 4 more of these, but here is the makeup for today. Love you all.
That's the video, guys, and now I'm just here to share my true sense, like what I think about today's videos. Okay, so this is a trend which has been going around TikTok, and a lot of people say what their ex did, and I'll also share with you at the end of the video what I passed through with my exes. So first I want to comment on the videos, what really happened. Okay, so on the first video, it's really crazy how this man was so insecure in this relationship. I don't know why us ladies we always ignore the red flags. Okay, we always ignore the red flags when we like the person. Okay, so this man showed everything, like he had this narcissistic type of behavior, whereas he was too over controlling, because one, he wanted the girl to delete the Instagram her Instagram profile, and the other thing, this man has the password for her Instagram profile, and he did a lot of things, like he could body shame her, and I hate people who body shame, because I'm a victim of people body shaming me, so I don't like other people body shaming other people. Okay, yeah. So when you see, ladies, when you see any red flags, like I'm always saying in the other videos, you should run. Okay, don't tolerate any nonsense. If it's not making a sense to you, it's better you leave. Okay, you don't have to stay where you're not appreciated. You don't have to stay where they see other people, like they try to compare you to other people, because I just came to realize that someone can date you for different reasons. Some people will love you, and some others will just date to hurt your feelings, to hurt you. I got my second video, the one which I'm just promoting, where this lady moved in with this a guy, and later just found out that he was dealing with a narcissistic person again. And this man, like in this video, a lot of things are mentioned. This man used to lay his hands on this woman, pull her hair, spit on her. Who does that? Are you a monster or really a person? Like, this is really disturbing. And when she saw everything was getting worse, I thank God that she was brave enough to get out of the situation, think of another things. And this is the other thing which I want to add on. Have you seen, like most of the videos I mentioned, like as a lady you need to be independent. Okay, don't depend on a man's man, because if you depend on their money, they are going to mistreat you. So you don't have your way out, because you're using his money. You don't have your own bank account. You're going to stay in a toxic relationship. They're going to physical abuse you, emotional abuse you, financial abuse you. So you need to work as a lady. Make sure you have your money in your bank account. If anything happens, you're able to move from that apartment, go into your own apartment. It's okay to start afresh. It's not alright staying where you're not happy. It's not okay to stay where you're not appreciated. I know everyone needs to be loved and cared for. Okay, so but if you're dating any person who insults your family, don't tolerate such, because someone need to respect you. Someone need to respect your boundaries. They don't have to cross your boundaries. If anyone crosses your boundaries, you just have to fix that person. Okay. Another thing that I want to talk about is in the third video. It's really interesting how this guy was so controlling to this girl. Like, who does that? There's this one part which got me. They went to watch used to play basketball, and they went to watch the basketball, and this guy has cards to get the numbers for other two girls. Okay, and he also have got like to play this game on a party. Like, you're dealing with a cheater, and I don't appreciate people who cheat. You need to be truthful. If you're dating me, be me. You don't have to chase other people. But why are you doing this? Okay? Yeah. So you don't have to stay with such type of people. Like I'm always telling you, you're supposed to live this kind of relationship. Don't put much energy in your relationship. Don't put much energy to make things work, because you're going just to be drained at the end of the day. You're just going to be exhausted, stressed, and later you start looking ugly. Have you ever noticed, if you're in a relationship where someone is mistreating you, someone is stressing you, you become ugly, uh little by little. Okay, I think these things happen. A lot of people like the experience that. So, like I'm always saying, when you're looking for a partner, please know the qualities of the person you're looking for. And I think that I want to talk about intentions. Intentions are very important when you're starting the relationship. So always know the intentions. Is it a short term relationship? Is it a long term relationship? And always set boundaries. If you're not comfortable with something, if they mention something or they joke about something you're not happy, tell them you don't appreciate that. So that next time they shouldn't do the same things. Okay? And don't let someone, I know some people, they can be controlling, trying to make you feel like, okay, they're being caring, but controlling too much is not good. Okay, you can't even go visit your friends because of your boyfriend. You can't even visit your parents. That's not okay. Yeah, so that's a video for today, guys. All I can say is a bye bye. Thank you so much.